pressure on Bangladesh as Zimbabwe a rare overseas test series win. The match will be played in batting-friendly Chattogram, which means Bangladesh's bowlers will have to work extra hard to force a result. Big picture, Zimbabwe I series win. After the thriller in Sylhet, Bangladesh and Zimbabwe would be expected to deliver another close test in Chattogram. Zimbabwe were largely in control of the Sylhet game except for the last hour on the fourth day, but they held on. Bangladesh just didn't have enough to play with and are under severe pressure to avoid a series defeat. Zimbabwe had their impressive bowling lineup, particularly the pace attack, to thank for getting them into a strong position in Sylhet. Blessing Muzarabani was the natural leader of the attack, with career-best match figures of 9 for 122, but it was the rest of the attack that surprised Bangladesh. Ngarava and Victor Nyauchi were relentless, while Wellington Masakadza and Wessly Madhevere didn't let the lower order settle. They would be a little worried about their batting though. Brian Bennett struck twin 50s and Sean Williams got a half-century in the first innings, but otherwise they had to rely on lower-order runs. Nyasha Mayavo's wicket-keeping will also concern the side after he dropped a few sitters. But Bangladesh have bigger problems, particularly in their batting lineup. Their openers haven't scored an individual 100 or put together a century stand for more than 2 years. Captain Najmal Hossain Shanto isn't staying for long enough, while Mominul Haq hasn't got a big one since their India tour. The Mushfiqur Rahim question hovers over the team management, as the veteran hasn't got a 50 in the last 12 innings. At the same time, Jakar Ali now has a 50 in each of his first 4 tests, which suggests he needs to be promoted as he mostly ends up batting with the tail. The onus is therefore on Bangladesh's bowling attack to get the win in Chattogram. They are without Nahid Rana, who has left for the PSL. Hassan Mahmood and Khalid Ahmed could get Tanzim Hassan as the third seamer, with Mahidi Hassan Miraz, who got a 10-wicket haul in Sylhet, and Tajul Islam as the main spinners. Mahidi and Tajul, however, will have to do more early in the game to give Bangladesh a chance. In the spotlight, Mushfiqur Rahim and Brian Bennett. The pressure is on Mushfiqur Rahim after his lean patch extended to 12 innings. His last major contribution was the 191 against Pakistan in Rawalpindi, but that was 8 months ago. In the Sylhet test, he was out cheaply twice. Mushfiqur is expected to play his 100th test match later this year, so it is crucial that he starts scoring, as questions are beginning to mount about his place in the team. I don't think we lost strength. We lost pace. There's nobody here with Rana's pace. The skills are there, however, especially how to bowl in Chattogram. It has always been a slower wicket. Hopefully we can extract a bit of turn and the seamers can do the job with their skills. Bangladesh coach Phil Simmons on whether the home side will miss Nahid Rana, who is off playing in the PSL. Bennett struck 2 50s in Sylhet, both times dominating the Bangladesh attack. He said after his first half-century that Rana's pace didn't bother him. "The faster the ball, the further I can hit," Bennett said. He has looked confident with his offside shots, particularly the square cut. But both times he got out just after reaching his 50, the second of them a worry since Zimbabwe lost their way for a bit from a strong position when he was dismissed. Teen News, Bangladesh could rejig top order. Bangladesh have brought in Animal Hack to boost their top order. They have also added the uncapped left-arm spinner Tanvir Islam, while quick bowler Tanzim Hassan awaits his debut. Bangladesh, probable 1 Animal Hack, 2 Shadman Islam, 3 Najmal Hossain Shanto, captain, for Mominul Haq, 5 Mushfiqur Rahim, 6 Mahidi Hassan Miraz, 7 Jakar Ali, WK, 8 Tajul Islam, 9 Hassan Mahmood, 10 Khalid Ahmed, 11 Tanzim Hassan. Zimbabwe have Jonathan Campbell, Trevor Gwandu, Vincent Masakadza and Tafadzwat Saiga on their bench, but might not want to break their winning combination. Zimbabwe, probable 1 Ben Curran, 2 Brian Bennett, 3 Nick Welch, 4 Craig Irvine, captain, 5 Sean Williams, 6 Wessly Madhevere, 7 Nyasha Mayavo, WK, 8 Wellington Masakadza, 9 Richard Ngarava, 10 Blessing Muzarabani, 11 Victor Nyauchi. Pitch and conditions, Welcome to the batting haven. Chattogram is Bangladesh's best batting pitch, with the last two teams batting first here scoring 500 plus each. It is hard to bowl teams out here, which could be detrimental for the home side as they try to level the series. There is a forecast for rain on the first 3 days. Stats and trivia. Muzarabani's 9 for 122 in Sylhet is Zimbabwe's best match returns against Bangladesh. The previous best was Grant Flower's 8 for 104 in Chattogram in 2001. During their second innings of the Sylhet test, Bangladesh's batters all got out to catches. The only other time it happened for Bangladesh was against West Indies in 2021. Madhevere now has 3 10-wicket hauls in Test cricket, the most for Bangladesh, going past 2 each by Shakib Al Hasan and Tajul. This will be David Boone's 87th and last test as match referee. Quotes. Yeah, I think it's really important to obviously understand the processes that got you to that test win. It's not about putting added pressure on ourselves just because we are 1-0 up and there's an expectation to come in and win the series. We need to break it down into small bits and make sure we stick to our processes and stick to our plans. Zimbabwe captain Craig Irvine explains how they will go about playing in the Chattogram test.